It is 12 o'clock, and since there is a lot of information that I want to go over, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Once again, for those who don't know me, are on this call, don't know me, my name is Bryan Acosta, CEO of Advent Trinity. We specialize in web design, SEO, and social media, so thank you for joining us. We're excited on showing you a little bit about what search engines optimization is about. It can be confusing and it is a lot of work, and you do definitely want a specialist helping you out with this because it's just tedious, right? And so, but hopefully after today's webinar, you get a lot of questions answered. You're able to explain what search engine optimization is, how it works for your networking groups, for businesses, and if you're going to be helping, if you are a marketer for somebody else's business, you'll be able to understand a little bit more deeply to explain that to the CEO or the president of that business. So without further ado, let's get this party started. Let's see here. All right, so house rules. Get your notepads. I have already silenced your mics, but go ahead and get your notepad and pen. Take lots and lots of notes. I would try to stay on slides as much as possible so that you guys are able to take some notes as well. So what are we going to be going over today? First off, there are different types of search engine optimizations. There are, power listings. There's, organic, these terminologies that people kind of pitch to you. Hey, we can rank you up organically. What does that even mean, right? And of course, paid. We're going to be going over Google My Business today, why you need Google Analytics, Google Ads, and what you need to do on your website to rank higher on Google and all these different other search engines. Okay. So a little bit about us. Our vision is to change the world through innovation, inspire businesses to grow. It's our passion to help business owners with valuable tips, tools, and strategies they need to be successful. That's why we do things like these webinars. We do tons of seminars. And it's our vision to kind of help you guys out because, business can be very overwhelming. You get told a lot of advice. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And so hopefully we can clarify a lot of this advice for you as far as internet marketing today. And our mission is the mission of Advent Trinity to provide small businesses the tips, tools, and strategies they need to be successful in growing their businesses. We must be adaptable, responsive, collective, and reliable to and with our clients for the success of their growth. And we must provide top results when it comes to web design, SEO, and social media marketing. So we're on a mission to help businesses grow. That's why like I said, that's why we do these webinars. That's why we enjoy teaching people about what internet marketing is all about. We just changed our core values just recently. For those who don't know, we are a Christian-based business. Our core values is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, self-control. If you're a religious person, you know where that comes from. But that's what we do when it comes to our business, how we treat our clients, how we treat our customers, how we should be as people in our business. I want all of our employees and whoever's teaming up with us to have these characteristics. Our partnerships, we do have partnerships through Facebook, Google, and Yext. We take pride in getting certified so we can better serve our clients when it comes to internet marketing. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty stuff when it comes to search engine optimization. So what is SEO? It's just that. We're optimizing your online presence. So when it comes to people Googling, when it comes to people Facebooking, like if they're searching for your business and they search for specifically keywords, they're trying to find answers, right? And so they Google terminologies like how to rank higher on Google. We should pop up as a business. Marketing in Arlington, we should pop up as a business. If you're restaurants near me, you should pop up. Those kinds of things, okay? So how do you pop up on Google and all these different search engines when it comes to your business? And how do I optimize that so that we're able to be found, okay? So let's go over to 3 different types. There's number 1, which is listings. There's organic, and then there's paid, okay? So when it comes to listings, there are over 70 different search engines that have listings. So everybody back in the day You guys knew about Yellow Pages, right? So in Yellow Pages, everybody was like, that's the big deal. They paid to be on this listing because if you weren't on Yellow Pages, they could contact your business. It was a directory, right? So that's what all these search engines are, is directories. Okay, that's why you have to be listed as a business and verified, because if you're not verified, you're not a real business. So make sure that you're searchable on all these different types of search engines. Okay, so there's an old saying, if no one sees you, then no one knows you, right? And so if somebody literally types in your business name and they can't find you, there's a problem. Okay, there's a huge issue and we got to get it fixed ASAP. And luckily today I'm going to help you out with at least one of those listings, which is Google My Business. Okay, so people buy from people they know, like, and trust. So if they don't know you exist, they're not going to do business, right? They don't even know, they can do business with you. So we do have a power listings portal, which I'll go ahead and showcase today later on through this webinar, which allows you to update all this information, and then be able to then blast this out to 70 different search engines and get listed on 70 different search engines. Okay. So there are two types of SEO when it comes to the website. There's organic and then there's paid. Organic is what's on the back end of the website. Okay, so many of you either have two website builders, which is either WordPress or Wix. Now, some of you that are agents or affiliates or MLMs, the corporation has built you this website. So this might not you guys have to kind of know what's involved in this, but your corporations are most likely handling all this for your business, okay? But they are not, and unless you are like Edwards Jones, which I know for a fact that all their agents are listed, but some of you guys that are agents are not listed, which is also an issue, okay? But as far as organic SEO, it's what's on the back end of the website. It's your metadata base, what you're trying to tell Google this page is about, the keywords that are associated to the page and the website, what is on the website itself, and then as far as content. And I'll be giving you some tips, tools, and that you can utilize today for either Wix or WordPress. Okay. And then there's paid. So paid is you're just going to Google Ads and you pay for clicks, you pay for displaying your business, whether that's YouTube or search. You're paying to get the traffic that you want to your website. And I'm going to explain why you need to do this as a business, as a startup business, as a small business, how competitive it's getting when it comes to the internet marketing realm. Traffic is getting harder to be organic. Now you still need organic because all these components actually work together. Okay. If you want a true optimized business for being able to be found on the internet, you need to have all three, which is listings, organic, and paid search engine optimization. Okay, so it's show time. So now I'm going to actually show you guys on my browser here how to optimize your stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead. Actually, let's get off of this one. Sorry about that. Let me share. Let's go to this one. There we go. All right, so let me make this smaller. So there's a couple of things that first off your website needs before you get this thing started, okay? So let's go to our website, adventuring.com. So you go to my website. Now, there's two types. There's usually two types you've built your website, either through Wix or through WordPress. Now, this is a WordPress website. I got a little fun pop-up trying to get people to register for the webinar today. But this is just a simple template that I'm going to give you guys to be able to optimize your website. First off, SEO has everything to do with the website. For example, we had a client, which is Nutrition Nation. Many of you guys probably know this. I got a question already. Okay, GoDaddy. All right, so if you use GoDaddy, you're going to want to step away from GoDaddy because you're going to want to either do WordPress or Wix. Either of those are the best for search engine optimization. You can optimize a little bit, but you really don't have a search engine optimized platform. You definitely want to make sure that it's on an interface, which interface is just a fancy word of a builder, okay? Either WordPress or Wix. Those are the two that you're really going to need in order for your business to be able to optimize your search engine optimization, okay? Now, on the website, though, let's just talk about the design of this website. For the design of this website, there's a rule number one. I always tell people, have some sort of video on the front page, okay? The reason why you want some sort of video is because, yes, I want clicks going to my website. So I'm getting click, 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 click. That's great. But Google, which I'll showcase here in a little bit when we go to Google Analytics, what is going to actually average out the amount of time that's spent on the website. So it's not enough just to get clicks. You want to have people spend more time on the website, right? This is why e-commerce, which is online shopping stores, they get the most amount of search engine optimization because those types of websites, they have a lot of people going to the website, but they're also staying on the website, right? They're shopping around, which also optimizes them to rank higher on Google and all these different searches like Yahoo and Bing. Because when it comes to search engine optimization, it's all about relevancy, okay? It's a game of how relevant is your website. So, this is why the first step is you have to have a solid website when it comes to search engine optimization. A website that you can control and have access to so that you can do a couple different things, okay? So rule number one, write this down. Always, always, always have some sort of video. We have a 30-second commercial video on our front page. And then, when it comes to videography, you can hire somebody to do videography. We like to do story branding. When it comes to the website, tell your story about your business and why you did what you did. So that's a different webinar. By the way, this will not be the only webinar. You're definitely going to want to subscribe to our business because I'm going to have another webinar at the end of this month for social media. So we're going to be going over a lot of content, okay? So all of this is going to come together. So here we are. You got the video, but right below the video, I have a call to action. So that call to action is to generate leads, right? You're getting clicks. How does the website make you business? Well, you got to extract the rule number one when it comes to internet marketing. You have to extract the email or the phone number. If you can't contact your prospects, your website's not generating you business, okay? So that's another thing that you're going to need is some sort of call to action, whether that's a free listing scan, which you guys are going to do today, which is to see if you're listed on the internet, or we also recommend a little chat box. Okay, hello, if you were to chat with me, send a message, just testing, it's going to actually ask for your email if you haven't chatted with me before. Okay, and that's going to go with me. That's also another way to keep them on your website, because now you have an interactive person actually helping that journey through the website. Okay, so getting clicks, get them stayed on the website. What you say on the website is very important. So we do have content writers for websites. Now, when we do websites, we are not the expert in your field, even though we do a little bit of research. It's got to have your voice. So when planning out your website, make sure that you get solid content and showing your voice and what is, demonstrating your characteristics of your business. So, things like web design. Well, website design, right? I could technically go to a different website and see, I can technically go to a website and see and kind of extract information and do kind of like a copy and paste. Now, you got to be careful with that because there is copyright infringement and you can get sued for just copying an entire website, right? I don't ever suggest that. You want to put, for web design, something that's enticing, for us is that we do have a 16-point landing page checklist, which is what I'm going over right now for you guys, is what your website needs to generate business for your business. But it also has certain things on there that's search engine optimization. So these are actually my words that I put on here to make sure that this thing was optimized to pick up things like landing page, web design, SEO, search engines, Google, Bing, Yahoo, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, marketing, all these keywords. So when you're thinking about the content, which is verbiage of the website, think about what you want to be found. That's what's got to be on the website, okay? Another thing that we were able to do is we were able to insert the Google reviews, which gets extracted directly from Google into the website. So that's another thing that you want to look into, is if you're able to get the reviews onto your website directly from Google, that also helps you with your SEO. And then, by the way, you know, as far as video, you can put like a Vimeo, you can put all this other stuff, but who owns YouTube, right? Who owns YouTube? And if you guys want to do the Q&A, right? Who does anybody know who owns YouTube? Bueller. Google owns YouTube, so you guys can see the line. So Google owns YouTube, so therefore you get brownie points if you have YouTube videos on your website. Okay. Once again, I have some podcasts coming up from SoundCloud. That's another thing. I'm trying to get my consumers not just to go to the website. I'm trying to give them valuable content to stay on the website. And so we're going to go over this when we go into the Google Analytics, how this looks like, because we want to make sure that the numbers are going up when it comes to interactions on the website. Okay. All righty. So call to action, more content, so more verbiage. Make sure you do your diligence of viewing all the keywords that are associated to your business to put them into your website. Okay. Now, but you still want to, there's two things you could do. You can hire a professional, copywriter, which can get very expensive, but it is a very good ROI. If you hire a professional copywriter to come in and just verb out the entire website, they'll write the entire website out for you. Okay. Or two, spend some time, go through your website. The templates are, if you already have templates up, go through your templates and figure out what you're wanting to say on the website to make sure that you're able to be found on Google. Okay. So the front end of the website is good. Okay. This is great. But there is more to it than just what is on the website. There's the back end of the website. Now the back end of, we're going to go through WordPress today, but the back end, just like for WordPress and Wix and Squarespace, all this website builders should have a back end dashboard to the website that you're able to optimize and your website. Okay. If you have been told, and I've actually been told this multiple times this week, that Brian, they told me I have to switch from Wix because I can't be found on Wix. They said they can't optimize, search engine optimize a Wix website. That is incorrect. You can, for a fact, optimize a search engine, a Wix website. The only difference between Wix and WordPress is that WordPress has a lot more freedom when it comes to trying to be a bigger entity as far as a business. So if you're thinking about like an affiliate partnership through your website, for instance, we're about to start an affiliate partnership on our website where people can sell our SEO products and package it into whatever they're, and they get commission, and we're servicing all this search engine optimization for small business owners. Okay. Now, you can do that on WordPress, but it's a lot harder to do it on Wix. So those are just the difference. But they both, if you're a small business, you can choose whether WordPress or Wix. If you're going to build your own website, I probably suggest you go with Wix, because WordPress, you got to do a little bit more research. Okay. So on WordPress, though, here's the biggest things that I want you guys to be able to understand when it comes on WordPress. make sure you have a plugin or something that's optimizing the back end of the website. We use Yoast, which allows us to optimize certain keywords. It usually comes with the wizard, so it's pretty easy. You can pay for like extreme SEO, unless you're a huge business and you're trying to be able to outrank your competitors extremely fast. I wouldn't pay for premium. You really don't need it. Really, it's going to come down to the content, and then, of course, what you're telling consumers is the website's about. So what does that look like? Well, if I go to pages, the title has everything to do with it, okay? But let's just go to home and edit, okay? The biggest things that we see on when it comes to WordPress websites is if your permalink is like adventtrinity.com/1238791, like that doesn't make any sense. So make sure that your permalink says adventtrinity.com/home, adventtrinity.com/about us, adventtrinity.com/ whatever the blog title is. And we're going to talk about blogs today too. Make sure it has a featured image. Now this is a home page, so I don't really put a featured image. If you're doing blogs though, always. So write this down, because we're going to talk about blogs and why you need blogs. And blogs is a must to search engine optimize your business. If you're doing blogs, make sure you have a featured image so that when you post it on social media, the featured image pops up. Okay. All right. So these are the difference between pages and posts. Post is where you're going to put your blogs. When it comes to search engine optimization, you got the front end, you got the back end. We're talking about all this meta database mumbo jumbo. Really, you just got to put in a plugin and optimize it through that way. But it's not enough. We just talked about this earlier. Search engine optimization is about relevancy. So write that word down. Relevancy. Relevant, right? How relevant is your business to the search? Okay, so how relevant is it to the topic that they're looking for? How to rank higher on Google. I should probably have a blog on here that says how to rank higher on Google, and it will optimize my website because the content is there. So when it comes to Google and all these different search engines, it's all about the verbiage. Verbiage is crucially important to search engine optimization. You notice I went to posts and I have blogs. You need to blog once or twice a month minimum if you're optimizing your specific website. Okay, if you're optimizing your specific website, you need a blog. The scale of different types of things that you're needed is, of course, the content, how much content, which is the verbiage, and then, of course, the hyperlinks that are going to the website, and then how long they're staying on the website, right? How interactive. So we already talked about you need a video, you need a call to action. We're talking about content here. If there's not enough verbiage, not videos, images, right? Verbiage on the website, you're starting to rank lower on Google, because Google does not know or can tell what this video or picture is about, okay? But it does pick up on a ton of keywords, pages, interactions, those kinds of things. So you need a lot of verbiage on the website, okay? Now, I just hit on a topic there. Well, Brian, I have a bunch of pictures and I have a bunch of videos. How do I optimize it that way? Good question. If you're like a photographer, if you're a videographer, you have a media, okay? The media is all your pictures on your website. Well, Google can't tell that, believe it or not, Google cannot tell that this is Advent Trinity, okay? The alternative text, so when you're going through your images, this is what we mean about alternative text. So on WordPress, and I'll just do this one more time, I went to media, okay, on the sidebar, It's going to be already installed. This is how you upload your pictures. I clicked on my logo, and right here is going to have alternative text. It's the same thing with Wix. You click on an image, it's going to tell you what the alternative text. This is what tells Google what this image is about, because Google can't read this, but it can read this, okay? So Google is going to say, oh, I don't know this image, but if you want to be found on certain images, you got to have the alternative text, okay? All of these images should be associated. So this one right here, Bryan Acosta, they're going to be able to find my very good looking picture, right guys? Very good looking picture on the internet if they Google Bryan Acosta. And then we have a lot of customers that we're about to launch a like a panel, which is going to be awesome. So it's going to help with our search engine optimization. If I have permission to use these logos on the website, that's also search engine optimization. So, you know, this logo right here needs to say what the actual business is, okay? Because when they Google this, it's going to hyperlink to my website, okay? So that's also how you're able to optimize your imagery when it comes to your website, okay? I know this is a lot of stuff. I get it. But for those who are really needing to understand this so that they're able to understand decisions on web development and search engine optimization, you kind of need to know this, okay? Because people always, what happens is that they'll develop a website and it's not optimized, okay? So we went over what we needed on the website. That's great, right? Just a couple of key points what's on the website. Now I want to go into some fun stuff, which is how to use your website as a marketing tool. The first thing you're going to need is install analytics to your website, okay? If you don't know your numbers to your website, there's no way that you're going to be able to use your website as a marketing tool, okay? But you're also not going to be able to do strategies or strategize how to do your ad campaigns, how to strategize to generate more traffic to the website, okay? So this is Google Analytics. Make sure you have access to your Google Analytics. A ton of times we have clients that they're like, I want you to do it, and then we send them the reports, they don't understand. Schedule time, if you are a client, schedule time to understand these numbers, and hopefully these webinars help, okay? So users and sessions are two different things. Users is the amount of people, sessions is the amount of how many times they've gone to the website. So I might have 659 people visit us in the last 28 days, but out of those 659, some of them came back and did more sessions with us, okay? How does Google track this? Using IP addresses, okay? So here's the bounce rate. It went up. It's still below 30%, which is where we want to keep all interactions when it comes to our website. The lower the bounce rate, the better, okay? If you have a bounce rate of 80%, there has to be some adjustments made on the website. That means your website is boring. So write this down. High bounce rate, bad. Low bounce rate, good. Okay? High bounce rate, bad. Low bounce rate, good. That means if your bounce rate is high, we have to do some stuff on the website in order for us to get them interacting more on the website. Okay? If they're not interacting with the website and they're going to the website and then bouncing right off, you're not generating business off of that, or interest, okay, off of that website. Duration, 1 minute and 30 seconds, pretty good. That means on average, at least they're spending 1 minute and 30 seconds, hopefully a little bit more. So now it's a job for Bryan Acosta to go back into our website and go, okay, how do we get people to stay on the website a lot more? Do we need to do more blogs? Maybe do a little more videos. Maybe the transition from our video campaign to our portfolio isn't good. So we got to get people back to this website and having them interact more. So these are the basics when it comes to reading your numbers on Google. Okay. Real-time overview, you can kind of figure out where they're coming from. Here's what you really need is the audience overview. Audience overview is going to tell you, same numbers, the users, new users. So whether they're old users or new users, make sure you adjust the timing. So let's just go from October 1st. So 800 users, new users 792. Awesome. I'm doing good. I've gotten traffic from brand new users. Now, in business, it's more expensive to gain them than it is to keep them, right? If you can get returning clients or returning interest. So we have to raise this returning visitors up. We've got to, then now my strategy changes of trying to get people that have already visited my website back to my website. So that's another tactic. Now, just by looking at these numbers, we're able to go, okay, we have users, we have 834 users. Out of that 792 users, we need to get our people that are already on the website. We can figure out how to get them back to the website. Okay. Page per session, 1.27, 1,963 page views. So out of 834 people, they went to one or two or maybe sometimes even 3 different pages on the website, meaning they're shopping around, which is good. If your page view is like 1.1, then that means that they're literally just going to one page and that's it. Those are bad numbers. You want to have as much interaction on the website as possible. So the name of the game when it comes to search engine optimization is get them to the website and keep them on the website, right? Have them interacting. And then you have, oh, by the way, there's no way I'm going to be able to teach you guys everything about Google Analytics. Google Analytics does have like a little crash course. If you go to Discover on Google Analytics, once you install it, hey guys, it has courses on how to read your Google Analytics a lot better. Okay. And it's absolutely free. You just go on here and it'll show you how to really dial into these numbers. Everything that we know, we had to go through this ourselves. But if you're really one of those people that really wants to understand your numbers for your website, this is really good. So all you got to do is go to Discover and here are all the courses to your Google Analytics. Okay. Acquisition overview. This is important. This is extremely important. So when people think of search engine optimization, they just think Google. Like that is like it, okay? But search engine optimization is anything that is searchable. That does include social media, Facebook, Instagram, okay? So direct, what does direct means? They directly are, Googling specific keywords that are, associated to our website. Organic meaning they're now typing in keywords that are a buy off of discovery. A paid search, I'm paying for them to come to my website. Referral source meaning I am actually on a different website and my, for instance, this is good for us because we build a lot of websites. So at the very bottom, it says built, web design by Advent Trinity, hyperlink back to. That's a referral, okay? Through Google, or is there a backdoor link? Okay, so in order for you to get onto, this is a good question. Thank you, William. William just asked, did you access your Google Analytics sign-in page through Google, or is there a backdoor link to WordPress dashboard? You can install Monster Insights to your website, and it will mirror what's on Google Analytics. I prefer to go straight to Google Analytics, and how you do that is, one, you need a Gmail account that's associated to your business, and 2, you need to go to analytics.google.com, and if you haven't set this guys up, we do set this up, so we can help you guys set this up if it's not been set up yet. So analytics.google.com, okay? Those are the main dashboard for Google, for analytics through Google. Those are the numbers that you're wanting to reach, okay? So once again, it's right here. It's analytics.google.com. Okay. Here it is, social media, people coming from social media for display ads, 1, meaning that, you know, we did lower our advertisement this month as a business. So we haven't gotten very much from social media because we're focused on trying to get more people likes to our social media page. Now, you can run ads through social media to generate traffic to your website. That's another strategy, okay, that you could utilize. But you can look at these numbers and then gauge your marketing strategy online, saying, well, we're getting a lot of directs, which you know, primarily comes from the listings, which we're going to get to here in a little bit, okay? Primarily comes from the listings. Directing, that means that they're either finding us through Google My Business, directory listing, some sort of that. So we get a lot of acquisitions just by being listed on the internet, okay? Okay, so behaviors, overview. This is where you're able to gauge your website page is through the behaviors overview. Where are people spending the most amount of time? Right now, it's this, you know, homepage. This is a homepage right here. Oops, I accidentally clicked on that. Didn't mean to do that, guys. Sorry. And then, but I really want them to get on the services. Now, I only have 9 people going to services, 85 going to home. So my strategy when it comes to Google AdWords is, and paid advertisement is, hey, I need to get people to my services page. How do I do that? Well, then that means that I got to change up my strategy as marketing. Is I need to get Facebook ads, Google ads, some sort of way. I need to get them back to people who are visiting my website, back to the services page. So the moral of why I'm showing you this Google Analytics is because in order for you to be a successful, you know, online marketing, you have to understand these numbers. There's no way that you're going to be able to strategize your online marketing if you don't have an overview of where the traffic is coming from, how to spend your money or invest your money. I'm sorry, invest your money to get a return on your investment. Okay, ROI. So if you haven't written this down, if you don't know your Google Analytics or haven't installed your Google Analytics, that should be a huge task for you to do in the next following week. Is I need access to my Google Analytics, and I need it, or if you haven't had it installed, is I need to install Google Analytics to my website. Okay, and if you need help with that, I do have some you know, call to action services that we are going to provide to you guys at the end of this webinar. If you want help from us to help you set that up at a very affordable rate. Okay, so now we talked about organic, the website. The reason why I wanted to go through organic first before I got into power listings and before I got into paid is because it does not matter what you do if your website's bad, because it doesn't make sense for you to invest into search engine optimization if you're going to get bad results from your website. Okay, it just doesn't make sense. If your website's good, it's clean, then you can start doing some optimization to get better results. Then you can start paying more in advertisement. Then you can do, you know, power listings and stuff like that we're going to be helping you out with. But let's say they do find you online and that website's bad, you're not getting an ROI off of that. Okay, so here is what we need you guys to do. I need everybody, if you have your phone, go ahead and pull out your phone. All right, go ahead and pull out your phone. If you're on your phone doing this webinar, find a tablet, find something, or just do this at the very end of the webinar. But what I need you to do is go to adventtrinity.com. Go to adventtrinity.com. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and do a free listing scan. You're going to click on this free listing scan. Now, if you're a client of ours and you're already on search engine optimization, I'm about to show you what you're going to see is our listings and what it's going to say. Now, most of you that don't have a power listings, you need to optimize your listings because, one, it's the fastest way to get an ROI, especially locally, right? If they type in, for restaurants, if they type in restaurant near me, you need to pop up on our directory like that, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Advent Trinity Marketing Agency. You know, this is our address, not 212. And phone number 682-270-8035. Website, adventtrinity.com. Here's my email, guys. Bryan Acosta at adventtrinity.com. So we have a free listing scan. If you've been listed on multiple search engines, what it's going to say here is this location has been power listed. And then what it's going to say is, hey, we're retrieving your reviews. You need to work on your reviews. If you haven't been listed, it's going to say we've found a 97% inaccuracy on the internet. You probably need to get this fixed, which is true. And for some reason, it's going really, really slow. So, but usually you get the 90, there it is. You know, 97% inaccuracy, 80% inaccuracy. Some of you have been listed before, maybe got off. So you're probably at like 27% inaccuracy. The reason why you need to do this is the fastest ROI locally is to make sure that you're able to be found like this, right? So where is this link on your website? You go to adventtrinity.com. There's a big green button. It says free listing scan. Just click on free listing scan. So I'm going to go back here so I can kind of show you guys. My internet's going a little bit slow. Oh, here we go. So there's a green button, free listing scan. Just click on that free listing scan, guys. You'll be able to do listing. So there's 70 search engines. So all these search engines they're connected to each other. So you got Google. And maybe you've done Google My Business. So we're about to do that here in a little bit too. You go to Google My Business and you get listed on Google. Hooray! Well, most of the time, small business owners, that's all they're focused on is Google. Well, Google takes all this information from all these different other search engines for relevancy, okay? So you want to make sure that everywhere you're located, you have your phone number so they can contact you, your address if you're a walk-in store. If you're not a walk-in store, hide it. A way to contact you and a way to get to your website, right? It's got to be listed on all these different search engines so it's easier for your business to be found online. And if it's not listed on the internet, then we do have a thing on our website. If you haven't been listed, it's called Next Step. There's a demo. We have a portal that allows you to manage all these different listings, okay? So I guess I'll showcase this since we do have a little bit of time. I was going to try to get this interactive webinar, but like I told you guys, this is a lot of information. Search engine is a lot of information, okay? A lot of work, but it's okay because that's where the world is going. So I'm gonna log into your portal. So if you decide, hey, Bryan, I wanna go ahead and get this software for our business, this is a software that allows us to manage all your listings through one portal, okay? Let's see here. I have After 8. Do I have After 8 on here? I do have After 8 on here. You know what? Let's do Dale. Dale's our business coach. Dale, I'm pretty sure you have access to be able to use your listing as a demonstration. If you guys need a business coach, he's our business coach. So we're going to take care of him. There's some marketing for him. So he's a business service consultant. He helps businesses with their business planning and all this good stuff. So you have Dale Walter here. His business services or consulting, he's categorized. So make sure that your category is correct on Google My Business. Make sure people can find your office space. If you have a home place, then make sure it's hidden, okay? Make sure they're able to be found. Your available hours, how you accept cards, your photo gallery, because people are going to find your business differently through maybe they found you through a listing and then they're looking through your, by the way, if you are like a restaurant stuff, you probably should have pictures of your food, right? So people can be enticed to go to your restaurant and try things. Maybe you have videos on your listings as well. Keywords. So this is that power Power Listings portal, what this does is it connects to those 70 search engines, and everything that we put on here gets shot out to these 70 different search engines. And then you're then being able found by keywords. Everything's uniformed, okay, which helps with your search engine optimization, because if everything's the same, it's a lot easier to find you. And let's just say, well, you know, Bryan, I love this software, but I can't afford it. I'm barely beginning. I need to start from square one. I just need to start from square one. I get it. You know, as a business owner, when you're starting up, hey, expenses can get really high really fast. Understand. Here's a tip for you guys that are not there to want to get listed on 70 different search engines. Maybe you're just starting out. Maybe you just want to get at least your Google. You're going to want to go to business.google.com. This is a good starting point for your business. Okay. So these are getting shot out to 70 different search engines. There's one search engine on here that's a bank. I can't be listed on that because I'm not a bank, right? But if you're barely starting out, at least get your business Google business listing. And we get you listed on 70 search engines, but if you're a small business, barely starting out, at least at bare minimum, get your Google My Business listing, which is business.google.com. All you got to do, fill out the forms, right? You go on there, start, it'll ask you a ton of questions. You just type out all those questions. The tedious part of this is once you're done, the verification. There's like 3 different ways they verify. They either call your business and give you a code to put in. They mail you a letter, which takes like 7 days to get. Just look out from the mailbox, okay? And get that code. Get your business Google verified, okay? If you're not Google verified, then we definitely need to talk, okay? I would definitely love to help you get Google verified, because that is going to literally build your business up, because now people can find you at least within the parameter of where you're at, okay? So if my neighbor searches for a marketing company and he can't, and I don't pop up, the reason why I'm not popping up is because I haven't been verified through Google, okay? So make sure that your business is verified through Google. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is, you know, here's your Google My Business. You're able to go to Insights. Your Google My Business has its own metrics. You're able to see how it's doing as far as just a listing, not your website. So the Google Analytics was testing and measuring your website. Your Google My Business is testing and measuring your listing. So how many calls are you getting from your listing? How many requests of directions are you getting from your listing? How many visits to your website you're getting from your listing? This is where we have, you know, the listings. This is where we have the majority of your startup business, your search engine optimization. For small businesses, this is where we see the most amount of traffic is locally. So you know, there's a saying, I forgot, some famous person said it, to build a brand, start locally. If you're going to start search engine optimization, start locally. Get a business, Google My Business, get that set up. You're able to view your numbers. You're able to respond to reviews. Okay. So one thing is, you're probably wondering, hey, Bryan, this is where reputation management comes into play. Okay. Responding to your reviews. We have a lot of 5-star reviews. But your thing is, you know, you don't just want to leave. If you get a bad review, you just don't want to leave it there. You want to respond back to it. So if you're wondering how to respond back to your Google reviews, this is how you do it. Do your business, Google My Business, and then now you're able to be found locally, and you're able to manage your reputation online. By the way, if you're having a ton of reviews coming in, your business, your conversion, which is you know, converting from prospect to client, is highly influenced by your reviews. So this is why you need to Google My Business, because you need to make sure you're able to get good reviews and you're able to respond to bad reviews. Now, here's another tip. You're wondering, Bryan, I need more reviews. Great. With Google My Business, they give you a direct link. So So all I got to do is copy this link, and I can send it through text. I can send it through email. I can send it through in an email campaign. I can post it on social media. And that link, copy and paste, whoever you're sending it to, they don't have to look around to give you a review anymore. It goes directly to that review. Okay, so if you're wondering how do I get more reviews, you have to get your Google My Business set up. Okay, and then you have to be able to manage the Google My Business, manage your reputation, and then you have higher conversion ratio. Just this month alone, we've had 2 people contact us from Google, and the only reason they did business with us is because we had enough reviews and enough 5-star reviews. So reviews is a huge, huge thing. If you want to be able to make business off of SEO, get more reviews. Bottom line, get more reviews in every aspect as possible. So this is Google reviews. If you decide to go with us on this portion as well, this also manages your reviews. You're able to have access to your listing. So when you sign in, all you're going to see is your business on all the reviews. Majority of them come from Google. Some of them come from Yelp. You can actually, instead of responding just to Google and then having to go to Yelp.com and then having to go to Facebook.com and then having to go to Foursquare.com, you're able to use our portal and respond to every single one of them through our portal. Okay, so that's another feature that you have, excuse me, with our portal when it comes to search engine optimization. All righty, so I have 10 more minutes. Let's go for this is the grand slam. Ads. Everybody's like, Bryan, I don't want to do ads. I've heard bad things about ads. Here's my advice. You need to do ads. You need to do ads. It's getting very competitive out there. Organic traffic, unless you have a lot of referring business, unless you have your Google My Business and unless you're like a plumber or something like that, and they're searching you by your very popular service. Once again, the whole thing is if they don't see you, they don't know you, right? If they're not clicking on your website, they don't know you, right? Yes, ads is as an AdWords. We're talking about PPC, and we're talking about which is pay-per-click and display. So let's go over our tactics when it comes to Google AdWords. Okay, I am trying to get as many clicks as possible to my website. All right, that is your first goal out of anything, is to get people to your website. So when you're thinking about doing Google Ads, hey, get people to click specifically on specific keywords. So I'm paying people to pop up under web designing, business and marketing, sales marketing, social marketing and business. So I'm paying for these certain keywords: website, marketing, personal, web design. So I'm paying for these specific keywords. And then what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to get them to my website. Well, after I'm paying people that are interested, they're already searching for what I do, which is, by the way, the best ROI you can possibly think of when it comes to internet marketing. People are like, I need to do social media because that's the trend. It's good, but it's branding at that point. You're branding your business. You're trying to tell people you exist. But if you're trying to get a direct ROI from internet marketing, Google Ads is by far the best way to start, because people are actually searching for what you do. You're paying for people that are actually searching for web design, SEO, social media marketing. Okay, so this is the biggest ROI. So we have right now, this is showing everything, but let's just go to website traffic. So I'm paying to get clicks to my website, right? When you pay for get clicks on your website, back to the website, you need to have what we call a Google Tag Manager. What a Google Tag Manager does is somebody goes to your website. So all of you that have gone to our website, I'm sorry, but if you went to our website and you were not on a private incognito mode where they're clearing your cache, they're clearing your browsing histories immediately, you're going to get ads from us. All right. So not only just get clicks, but you're going to get ads from us. So I have a G tag manager. What that does is it tracks visitors going to my website. If they're not in an incognito mode, what it does is it tracks the cookies, which is the history browsing portion of searching on the internet. Okay. So it tracks those cookies. And then I'm able to follow those cookies and put a display ad, such like this one, in front of them on different things like other people's blogs, social media. So if you have ever thought about, like, if you go to a website, you click on the website, you're shopping around, and then you go to social media, like, dang it, like, how do they know how they're following me? They're CIA, they're following. That's all it is retargeting ads. Okay, so make sure that whoever builds your website and helping you with search engine optimization installs a Google Tag Manager so that you're able to retarget ads on Google, because we've already saw it, right? It takes about 7 touches, and this is historical. Think about when you go network, you don't just get business on the first time you go. It just doesn't happen. That's not how the world works, right? It's like almost like marriage, right? You don't go straight into you don't find your spouse and go, hey, you look good, let's get married. That doesn't work, right? You have to go on a first date, get to know each other. It's the same thing when it comes to online marketing. What we're doing is we're setting it up, okay? You get the click, you're in front of them, they go to your Facebook page, they're starting to get to know your brand, they get to like it, they get to trust it, then they buy the product or service. Okay, so that's how we do this with Google Ads. So if you're thinking about where to start when it comes to advertising, I highly recommend starting with Google Ads first. Okay, because the ROI is already there. We've seen a drastic ROI from search engine optimization. Social media is a longer term. It's definitely long-term marketing, whereas, hey, Brian, search engine optimization is really driving. And now you still want social media, because 95% of the time when they get to the website, they're going to look up and see if you're actual people. So they're going to go to your social media. So that's why it's important to have social media. But if you're trying to get a bigger ROI from advertising, start with search engine optimization. So I am running out of time, guys. Let's see. Any questions? Or, I mean, I know it was a lot. Any questions? All right, so here's a little offer I'm going to do for you. Oh, hold on. I get a hand raise. Somebody raise their hand? No, nobody raised their hand. Okay. Here is what we're going to offer you guys. Oh, here we go. Number 1, are there any more free resources to learn more about this subject? Absolutely. So if you guys are trying to get a little bit a better understanding about search engine optimization, my website has a ton of blogs. I do a ton of webinars, and when you do a one-on-one with us, that's kind of what we do as well. We're able to be able to sit down with you and help you understand this stuff. So here's some free resources. 1, Google itself has a course online. If you install Google Analytics, remember, go to Google Analytics, go to Discovery. You're able to learn a little bit more about that. Well, under that, they have like you can get certified through Google. It is very tedious, by the way. It takes a long time to get certified through to Google, but you can. It's free to do that if you're wanting to do that. If you're wanting to be kind of a certified expert in Google for your business, go to just literally Google certification through Google, and it has a course on how to run ads on Google. And then let's see here. Great information. Thank you. I'm trying to do a scan, but no luck. What is the difference between work with Squarespace? So Squarespace, once again, it's just a website builder. Majority of these website builders have a backend that you're able to do your search engine optimization. You're able to connect Google Analytics and Google G tag, and then also Facebook pixel, which we're going to go over in the next webinar with social media. What is a Facebook pixel? But you're able to install that to the website. We just prefer Wix or Wix or WordPress, but Squarespace is good. There's another one that came out. I think it's Webflow or something like that. That's a new one that came out. Once again, these are just web interfaces that you're able to build these websites on. Yes, you will be able to rewatch this webinar. It is on my Facebook page, Advent Trinity Marketing Agency. Make sure everybody goes back to the Facebook page. There's a ton of content. I've got this one. I've also have a Double Your Sales webinar that I did earlier this year to talk about the journey of a consumer. So if you missed out on that one, you definitely want to do that one, because you're going to see all the puzzles, the puzzle pieces kind of go together. Okay, so you're starting to understand how you're taking all these pieces from social media, from email marketing, from CRMs to your website, to how these all come together to fulfill the bigger picture, which is market and double your sales. So you're going to want to go to our Facebook page, look us up on Facebook, Advent Trinity Marketing Agency, ton of material on there. If you guys are interested, this is a couple things that we do. So we have two things. The free listing scan, what it did was it listed you on, see if you're listed on the internet. If you guys are interested in a full online report, meaning I want to scan my entire website and see what I can fix on my website. I want to see what I can fix as far as power listings. I want to see how people are viewing me online through social media. I want a full online report. It's only $7. We then do a full online scan using API technology. It gets all these APIs from the internet, and it scans them, and it tells me exactly what's wrong with your website, exactly what's wrong with your social media, exactly what's wrong with your power listing. It's only $7. If you're saying, Bryan, I have a website, I don't even know if I've been installed to the website. I don't have a Google My Business. I don't have Google Analytics. I don't have a Google Search Console set up on my website. It's $20. $20, and we install all that for you guys. One-time fee. You don't have to pay us again, but we install all that for you. We help you, train you on how to understand that. It's only $20. If you're saying, Bryan, I'm ready for the next step. I'm ready to take this business to the next level. I want help. I want help with getting listed on the internet, 70 search engines. We do have an offer on our website. If you click on next step, which if you guys did the listing scan, I'll take you to the demo of that again. It is usually $200 a month, which we optimize your entire website. We get you listed on 70 search engines. We help you manage your AdWords. This Thanksgiving, we're going with this month for Thanksgiving, we're doing $149.95 a month. That does not include ads, but we can talk about that if you guys are interested. Just contact me. My information is Bryan Acosta at adventtrinity.com. All of those who have registered, you're going to get email with my contact information, thanking you guys for taking a part of this. So don't worry, there's going to be a way for you guys to contact me. So that's that. Thank you guys for joining. I know it was a lot of information. It is a lot of stuff that we do for search engine optimization. I get it. If you wanted to sit down, talk about a plan to help you start your search engine optimization, we can definitely help you guys out. Reach out to me. We do free marketing assessments. We sit down for an hour, have some coffee, maybe some lunch, maybe some dinner. We'll sit down and help you map out your entire online marketing strategy. So thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys got a lot out of it, and I'll see you next time. I'm also going to announce our next webinar by the end of the month. It's going to be social media for small businesses. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.